Moose, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boys. How are you?
Now, we're very well. Now, Moose, here's the crux of this discussion, and I'm glad you got involved. I'm glad you messaged me. I can't wish any player that leaves Chelsea well. I can't wish. Perfect example is Mason Mount. Loved Mason at Chelsea. Loved him in the blue shirt. He's gone now. He's no longer a Chelsea player. I can't wish him well, Moose. I can't.
Right, well, I think the point you're missing, and this is why I think you're mad in what you're saying, is it depends how the player leaves. So, like, for example, Chelsea didn't want to keep Mason Mount. They didn't offer him a deal that made him feel like he was worth keeping, so that's why he left. I didn't wish Dimitri Payet well because of the way he left and went on strike and didn't want to play for Slaven Bilic after basically, the West Ham manager giving him a chance and giving him an opportunity in the Premier League. Declan Rice is a whole different case completely. He came through as a youth player with us after you let him go. He's given absolutely everything. This season, everybody knew was his last season. There was no great surprise about it. It was pretty well known that this would be his last season. He gave everything for the club. Didn't once give a performance I saw that was below par in any way, shape or form. He wasn't playing for a move. He led West Ham to their first trophy in 43 years. Why on earth wouldn't I wish him well? Because
he's for Arsenal.
No, hang on. He is such a good player. He deserves to be playing at a higher level, to go for trophies, to play in the best competition in Europe, i.e. the Champions League. And to be honest with you, I think that it's very disingenuous of anybody to do anything other than say, thanks very much for what you've done. We got £100 million profit for him as well, because obviously it cost nothing, came from the academy, and we got £100 million for him. And to wish him well in what he goes on and does in the future. Why would you not? If Darren
because he don't play for Chelsea anymore.
What?
Because he doesn't. Why wouldn't I? It's quite simple. He's dead to me. They don't play for. I will have nothing will make me. Okay, here's a question. How will you feel? Let's say Declan Rice wins.
Let me give you a scenario. Tony Cottee came through the West Ham Academy, right? Yep. He played for West Ham, scored a load of goals, helped them finish third in the old First Division, which is still West Ham's highest ever finish. Yep. He then decided to go off and play for Everton. At that time, he was West Ham's record sale when he moved to Everton. Down the line, 5 or 6 years later, he comes back. If you're taking the attitude that every time a player leaves your club, they're dead to you, well, that means you can never welcome anybody back.
No, can welcome back.
No. You've had your say, and I think you're wrong.
Okay. I can welcome back.
In this case, you're so wrong because, first of all, the guy has absolutely done his best. Nobody can ever ask anything other than somebody doing their best for you. Yeah. And you never know what's in the future. It won't be soon. But what if he wants to finish his career in the last...
Well, fine, you welcome him back and you wish him well again.
Well, no, you can't just be that fair weather that someone's dead to you one week and you wish them well the next.
Why not? Why do you work with Payet? Where did Payet come back to West Ham?
Well, first of all, I expect a damn good apology for why he left and the way he left in the first place. I wouldn't want Payet to come back to West Ham.
No, you wouldn't want him. But what are you saying then? If he played for West Ham again, you'd turn your back on him if he played for West Ham again?
What I'm saying is you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm only repeating back to you what you said to me about Payet.
Yeah, but I never said Payet was dead to me. I just said I wasn't happy with the way he left, and it's a completely. I didn't wish him well when he went to Marseille. No. I'm wishing Declan Rice well. It does. Listen, in reality, it doesn't actually matter which. So okay, it was okay if he went to Man City. Yeah, I'm all right to wish him well if he goes to Man City, but not Arsenal.
No. So
you can never wish somebody well going to another club to better themselves.
No. If Declan Rice went to Real Madrid, I can understand you saying, look,
why is that different? Why is that?
Because he can't take trophies off West Ham. He can't play against you.
Arsenal are not going to take trophies off West Ham.
Well, they might do. You won the Europa League. What if Arsenal finished third in their group in the Champions League next season? You might be playing against Arsenal.
I jolly well hope West Ham knock Arsenal out.
Do you want Arsenal to win the Champions League?
Well, so in those two games, I won't wish him well.
Do you want Arsenal to win the Champions League?
I don't care. I mean,
you can decide now.
Here's one. All right, okay, I'll answer your question for you, because this is another one that you perpetuate on the radio, is that you say you never support another English team.
No.
Right, West Ham are not in the Champions League. So this season, right, I want Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Man United on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night. I want them to. What's this for?
No, because Moose, you need to have a long, hard, good look at yourself, mate. You do. No, you do. So do you want? Okay, here's the thing. Do you want Arsenal to win the Champions League?
So ideally, I would want any English side.
No, do you want Arsenal? Declan Rice is there now. Do you want Arsenal to win the Champions League?
I wouldn't be.
Do you want them to? You can decide now.
I just told you I want any English team to. I'd rather the trophies are in England.
People like you drive me insane.
Why
drive me insane?
Why?
Because it makes no difference to your life if they win it. It makes a difference. It doesn't make any difference to your life. The only difference it makes West Ham in a weaker position.
Obviously, it's weak as West Ham in terms of the fact their best player is left. Yes.
So the fact that Arsenal got Champions League football, they can afford Declan Rice. That's something you can't get your head round.
Well, for a start, it's Arsenal's record signing by over £30 million. So obviously they've looked at it and thought, right, he's a player that absolutely we want to go and buy. So fair play to Arsenal on that, right? In terms of it weakening West Ham, yes, their best player leaves. But as a caller said to you just before the break, if West Ham do what Spurs didn't do and invest the money wisely and bring in players, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 players that go on and make West Ham stronger, then even more I take my house to Declan Rice, because he's left, and the money that he managed to generate for us to sell him for, and we've invested. No, Moose.
No, I'm not having it, Moose. Moose, I'm sorry, Moose. I'm just not having it. No, I'm just. Well, he's doing that.
I think you can say thank you for what you've done for the club, but I don't think you can wish him well, Moose. I don't.
You never wished the teammate well when they left Charlton when you were there, or Ipswich when they were, or Newcastle or Palace. You never wished them well.
No, not if I was playing against them. If I'm moving divisions, then it don't matter. It doesn't matter. But when you're direct rivals with them, I think it matters.
But West Ham are not direct rivals with Arsenal.
You're in the same competitions as them.
Okay, we're in the same competitions, right? If West Ham, hang on a second, if West Ham meet Arsenal in the FA Cup or the League Cup, of course I want West Ham to win, 100%. But in terms of the Premier League competition, West Ham are not in the same, like Palace, every other team outside the top 6, they're not in the same league as Arsenal, right? They're not. West Ham are not going to win the Premier League. There's breaking news for you. Play a little stab there. West Ham aren't winning the Premier League. No. Arsenal might. I still don't think they will. I still think Man City are still away.
Who would you rather win it, Man City or Arsenal?
I'm really ambivalent about it.
No, come on. See, this is it, Moose, right? You sit on the fence when it suits your argument. Answer the question. Answer the question. Who would you rather win it, Arsenal or Man City?
I won't lose sleep tonight if either of them win it.
See, there you go. Sit on the fence when it suits you. No, say it.
All right. If you want me to be absolutely honest with you, right? 90% of my work is done within London with the London clubs, so therefore I want London clubs to do well.
Honestly, listen, the Transfer Insiders and talkSPORT.